So Ghana's President John Mahama made a bold speech at the UN General Assembly. He said that Africa deserves a permanent seat on the Security Council, not tomorrow, not in theory, but now. Because a continent this big, with so many member states, cannot still seriously be locked out of the room. And according to his official UN transcript, he didn't stop there. He called for the world to face up to its past, to recognize the transatlantic slave trade as the greatest crime against humanity, and to begin a serious process of reparations for slavery and colonization. He spoke alongside a wider chorus from the Caribbean, where CARICOM has already set out a 10-point plan for reparations covering debt cancellation, technology transfer, and education. And that lands heavy when you remember the history. When Britain abolished slavery in 1833, the enslaved got nothing. The slave owners did. They got reparations. They got rich. Parliament set aside £20 million at the time, worth billions in today's money. Families like the Gladstones, the Church of England, and even MPs received payouts, while freedmen and women got no land, no wages, and many were forced into apprenticeships that kept them working for their former masters. And to fund this, the government borrowed so heavily that those loans were only redeemed in, I think, 2015, nearly 2 decades later. In America, it wasn't much different. The promise of 40 acres and a mule was broken, and under the 1862 Emancipation Act, the US government compensated slaveholders in Washington, D.C. for the loss of their enslaved people. So when Muhammad speaks about reparations, it's not like he's inventing some random new thing, right? Reparations have already been paid, just to the wrong people. I know critics will say that slavery was generations ago, that Africa should just move on like other nations that rebuilt without reparations. And others will argue that no matter the payout, if leaders don't fix corruption and build systems that can handle it, then it's going to go nowhere. But Muhammad delivered, Ghana delivered, and it reminds us that history's debts don't disappear. They either get paid or they get carried. And here's the business lesson, right? Governments and companies build power by deciding who gets compensated and who gets ignored. Just like banks bailed out in 2008 or fossil fuel firms still subsidized today. Reparations are not radical. They are a choice about who is worth saving. Africa cannot just wait for justice. It must build its own. Strategy of value creation is necessary, right? While still keeping the West accountable. Talk to me in the comment section. Should Africa keep pushing for reparations or focus on self-reliance first? Or a bit of both? Let's talk.